final game in the best of 3 series between Petraeus and Strelok in today's Go4SC2 431. This is the semi-final. The other one is being already played right now, I think. No, it's already finished. It was Complain versus Soul, a TVT, Complain advancing to the finals. So we're either going to have a TVT or a TVZ finals today. I'm looking forward to it. Let's introduce these guys on merry-go-round. In the 10 o'clock position, or at the 10 o'clock position, we have Petraeus, the yellow Zerg player, and at the 2 o'clock position is going to be his opponent, FXO Strelok, formerly of FXO, currently playing for Cascade. It's just that his nickname is the same as it was. Looks like a Reaper opening this time around for Strelok, getting his barracks on 12, followed by 12 gas. Again, this being a smaller map, Petraeus opens with a pool first. And yeah, as I said, I think this is a decent mech map. You have high ground advantage most of the time. You have a lot of chokes around here that you can control with your tanks. Even like here, you can put tanks to control this choke even further. If you take one of these high ground bases, it's fairly easy for you to have good vision, good position with your tanks. The map is small, so moving your units around, you know, mech armies being slow as they are, moving your units around is not going to be such a chore. And the entire map is pretty much riddled with choke points, so you know, you can leapfrog across the map and just siege up every time you need to cover a choke. Kind of like a snail, you know, like you move the front part of your body forward, and then you move the back part of your body to your front, and then you move the front again, kind of like this. What's the animal called? It's not a snail, it's some kind of a worm. Groundworm? Sandworm? I don't know. Something like that. So this Reaper going to confirm what the SCV already saw. Just going to check the gas if it can. Probably not gonna check the gas. But the SCV saw the gas already, so Strelok knows the speed timing. Gets the factory straight up. No second gas so far, which leads me to think that either a second factory or a third command center might be in the works here for Strelok. On the other hand, I wouldn't put it past him to just go with a to just go with a 2-base build because of how small is the map. Like a heavy 2-base aggression against a third of the Zerg player. Knock that one out. Get a sizable advantage, and then take it from there. Ah, there we go, second gas. So we may see Banshees as well. No, oh, well, that could be decent. These this stuff is definitely abusable for Banshees, but oh, whoa. Petraeus, are you going for quick realisks? Now it is important for Petraeus that his opponent does not scout this out. He's moving forward with the Marines and the Hellions, so a little bit of a slightly more aggressive push than Strelok did in the past, where he left all the Marines back home for defense. This time around he's going forward. He's getting the armory as well before the starport, so he just wants to have those Hellbats out really quickly. And I think the scout was denied. Yeah, it was. That's super important right now for Petraeus. Of course, Strelok, he's going to check for the third base. He's going to see None. And he's going to start scratching his head and going through his checklist of things that he needs to do in the case this will be fast mutalisks. Now, are these queens... these queens need to buy a lot of time for those banelings to finish. And those banelings, they have to detonate onto the Hellbats, not the Marines. The Marines you can finish off with Speedlings. Strelok realizing the danger, pulling back, going to check for the third base. And this is the point in time where he'll be like, you don't have a third base. Alright, let me start building missile turrets. You do have an engineering base, Strelok, right? You don't? Okay, but you have factories. You can start building... You have one factory that is capable of building Thors. It doesn't look like it clicks in Strelok's mind that this could be quick spire. And it's not like he's likely to find out. Third base going up for Petraeus once it is safe to do so. And then, no! Almost, wow, okay. I thought he was going to try and surround those Hellions, but instead he just blows up a couple of banelings onto them. Still no missile turrets. No Thors in production. Well, things are not looking all that great for Strelok. I mean, he does not have sufficient anti-air to deal with the 10 or so mutalisks that are just about to visit his premises. This is just a misread on Strelok's part, I have to say. He should have read this. But maybe Petraeus did something. No, forget about the freaking Hellions. Just go kill your opponent, please. Maybe Petraeus did something that led Strelok to believe that mutalisks will not be an option. Oh, Widow Mines. Okay, he can defend with Widow Mines, albeit not very effectively. If Petraeus is looking, and he is, wow, repairing the Widow Mines even. No! Okay, he splashed onto the SCVs as well, triggered the mine. He's going to trigger another one. Nice micro, but Thor is out, so Petraeus will have to retreat with these a little bit. So I take that back. Strelok knew exactly what was coming, but instead of missile turrets, he just decided to defend with Widow Mines and buy time for that Thor to come out. Once again, decently quick infestation pits, but still, I don't know. I mean, I still can't help but feel that Strelok's been caught off guard a little bit by these mutalisks. "17 SCVs killed so far, 36 only to 64 drones. Strelok really struggling with his economy right now. And you know, if you can limit the production of the meching Terran player, you're gonna be good off. You're gonna be all set up to take the late game because his army will be growing so slowly. These mutalisks are accomplishing so much right now for Petraeus, and hopefully they will die. They will die. But right now, taking a third base will be highly unlikely. Oh, this is very good for Petraeus, taking out those two tanks. This will make Strelok even more cautious and even less likely to secure the third base. Do we have burrow? No, we don't, unfortunately. Could have burrowed a Ling there. Fourth base on the way for Petraeus. Still no hive, I don't think. Oh, actually, hive is already done. So we could see Vipers coming onto the field relatively quickly. Petraeus in a really good position compared to the last game. He's 20 supply up on his opponent. 30 supply now. He's got a bulging economy. And Strelok is still only on 2 bases, pretty much, because he cannot mine from the third one. Did it? Yeah, here it is. And, yeah. Strelok, you're not gonna have much luck harassing Petraeus. Not with his creep spread and his army. So Strelok building the ring of missile turrets, or starting to build it, trying to secure the third base once more. Petraeus going to check up on the third base in a little while here. And since the tank count is not very high, the roaches are going to be pretty good. At the same time, the Thors, they have so many hit points. Petraeus, if he can manage to abduct those Thors, then yeah, he should be able to take an engagement. A little bit of a pause. So we'll have to jump out for a while.
Game resumed.
Okay, looks like Strelok's game is lagging a lot, but Petraeus' game is not. Oh wow, look at those blinding clouds. Those tanks essentially cannot contribute to the battle at all. One Thor going down. I think all of those will go down. No, 2 Thors going down in the end. Oh. Still, I think this battle... I think it went in Petraeus' favor as much as it could have. I don't think he could have asked for a better trade. And now once he remaxes and gets some more Vipers, this is almost like a repeat of game number 1, where he just kept sending waves after waves after waves of units at Strelok's army, every single time with 4 or 6 Vipers or so. And just through key blinding clouds and abducts, he was able to, over time, eke out victory. Taking another base. I have to say, for Zerg players, defending all of these bases on this map is a hell of a lot easier than on some of the other ones. Like, first, the map is small, and second, the way the bases are laid out in the map, they're fairly close to one another. And since this is a pretty much circular map, or you know, the one that's shaped like a triangle, you're always, if you have good creep spread, you're always going to be very close to at least one of your bases to save it. Nice hold position micro with the roaches and hydras. Takes out a number of additional tanks. Here come the reinforcements from the left flank. Only 2 tanks defending this expansion. Command center may very well go down. No, it's being repaired, but the SCVs will not survive the onslaught. Even Queen's getting a piece of the action. And I think Petraeus has finally broken the meching Terran from the east. Going to push through his defenses, even landing the Vikings. Of course, the tank on the high ground is a little bit problematic, but everything on the low ground will die eventually. Petraeus, with more reinforcements, just pure links, forces the GG out of Strelok and moves on into the finals to face off versus another Terran, Complain.